MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So stepping in, Jason Heyward. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Heyward.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 111.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Davis brings it in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Here's Javier Baez. This is line to left. Nimmo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now here it comes. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's got 5 base hits in 22 tries. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. This guy's hitting over .450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 2-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Marisnick. Gone to lead off the inning. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 54 thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. Fouled off. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ramos has got it, and he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, who comes into this one sixth in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too, and he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Digging in, Pete Alonso.
For the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Alonso leads off second with nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, J.D. Davis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. 1 out and a runner on second base. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Alonso rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Hit in the air out to right. On the move is Hayward. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting it, the center fielder,
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. Lays off 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. New inning set to get underway, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish.
Yu Darvish.
First pitch on its way. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
The pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Count is 1-2 now. Got him. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. High in the air out to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Jed Lowrie.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowrie. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
2 out, nobody on. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowrie.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Darvish pauses. Here's the 1-0. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3 and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fastball well outside. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Contreras, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Ramos gathers it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
From the stretch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Here's strike two as the hanging slider was let go.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Now batting,
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. No balls and a strike to count. Darvish pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
At the plate, David Bote, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 2-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Again, another foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Nimmo. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, at the ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Jake Marisnick. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. All set for the start of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Very high. 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he fouls this one off.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Marisnick on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
So striding forward now, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Another 1-2 delivery. Hit down the line at first. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
At the plate now, Jed Lowry, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
1-2. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, 1 out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Left side, but well fouled. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Conforto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The catcher, number 40.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And an early birthday gift as he swings and misses at ball 4.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Kyle Schwarber.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marisnick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still tied 1 apiece. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good...
Oh, no, that hit him. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. Ryan Tepera comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Number 9.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Hit back toward the mound. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Popped him up. Contreras is there. 2 down. Jeff McNeil will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Mets. Number 6.
Fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 2-1 New York. Edwin Diaz has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, David Bodie. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Steven Souza will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
Liner toward right center. And this will be just what the manager ordered, as he's off the bench with extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Alonso is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Cubs strand one. They still trail it here 2-1. Dan Winkler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Chicago Cubs, number 43, Dan Winkler.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the switch-hitting second baseman, Jed Lowrie. Great curveball there, really fooled him with that one. Wind up and the 0-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Pulled toward right center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey. 0-1's the count. Whoa, that pitch is out.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Count even at 2-2. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Got him to go down swinging there. Pete Alonso goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle. 2 out with the man at first.
into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Baez has it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Dylan Betances comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 68.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Betances is a guy known for his lights-out stuff who tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
He's set and the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled away. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Cubs are down to their final out now, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The New York Mets jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jacob deGrom earned his 9th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Dylan Betances closes the door for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The month of August is coming to a close, and tomorrow rosters will expand. But first, here's what happened in yesterday's action. In the National League Central, the Mets held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-1. Heading into the day, the Mets are in third place in the NL East, 10 games out of first. And the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Matt Bowman collected his 5th win in relief, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers, 5-4. As of right now, the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Brewers are 2nd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Brian Reynolds was a triple away of completing the cycle as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 3-2. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. In the standings, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Ronald Acuna Jr. was on at the plate, blasting 2 long balls, leading the Braves to a win against Colorado 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in 2nd place in the NL East. They trail by 8.5 games. And the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-6. Heading into the day, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Diamondbacks sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. Bryce Harper picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 4-2. As of today, the Nationals sit atop the NL East, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second, while the Phillies are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 4-2. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. At the start of the day, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West, an impressive 10 games ahead of second, while the Padres are 3rd in the division, 16 games out of first. The Royals pounded out 17 hits in this one as they dismantled the Giants 14-1. In the standings, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Toronto Blue Jays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took an extra innings victory over the Athletics 6-5. As of right now, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Athletics are atop the American League West, 3.5 games ahead of second. Miguel Sano dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as Minnesota took care of the Rays 9-5. As of today, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins are leading the American League Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Justin Verlander picked up win number 8 this year, helping the Stros take care of the White Sox 3-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. At the start of the day, the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central. They're 13.5 out of first place, while the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. The Yankees knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. Heading into the day, the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 14.5 out of first. And the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The Red Sox earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Red Sox are leading the AL East. They are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for a 4-hitter as they sank the Mariners 10-1. As of today, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division, 20 games out of first, while the Angels are 4th in the division, 14.5 out of first. The Orioles smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 11-3. At the start of the day, the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. They trail first by 4 games, while the Orioles are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for a recap of the day's action and the latest news as rosters are expanded.